Today I want to talk about fitness myths debunked, things that I wish I knew earlier. But before we hop into this video today, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that way you can get updated with all the great content that I make specifically for you, that I get from your comments, DMs, and emails. Who am I? I'm Brian Stecker. I'm a personal trainer for the past 16 years. I'm a gym owner here in Vancouver, Washington. And over the last 8 years, my team and I have helped transform the lives of baby boomers when it comes to weight loss, getting more energy, moving better, gaining more muscle. All right, so something that really bothers me are these fitness myths out there. And I wish actually I would have known these earlier, and I wish I would have known these earlier for my clients, because the reason why is on a daily basis, I meet with somebody new, or I meet with a client that's struggling with their fitness goals, and they end up running into one of these fitness myths. And if they would have known it earlier, they would have saved time, they would have saved money, and they would have saved heartache. And nothing makes me more passionate about this video than seeing my clients happy versus wasting a bunch of time on some things. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox for a second, but I definitely want you to pay close attention and grab a piece of paper and pen. So the first one that just really bugs me, it's you need some fat loss pills to lose fat. All right, so first and foremost, when you take a fat loss pill, it's gonna be loaded with caffeine. It may help a little bit with your hunger, but at most, just from the thermogenics of it, at most you're probably gonna burn an extra 60 calories from taking the fat burners. Okay, so take the fat burner, and there's a trash can behind me, and throw the fat burners away. Now, if you're a competitive athlete, would a fat burner be helpful? Maybe the caffeine in it would be helpful because it lets you get those last couple reps, and there's that like 1% difference that you need to make in your performance, and that 1% is going to mean the difference between 1% and 2% is going to help you. Then maybe, yeah, I would recommend a fat burner. Granted, you're doing everything else right, okay? But first things first, what I would recommend over a fat burner is just get out and go for a walk. You go walk for 10 minutes, you're getting the equivalent of a fat burner. And the best part about it, walking's free. And you just save yourself, it's about $60 because that's what the average fat burner goes for. The next one, I have some really great clients, and I'll give you a story real quickly about a client that I work with, and she was crushing her fitness goals. But like when we're doing something, right, we're following a meal plan with really good nutrient-dense foods, and you're doing your exercise, sometimes we think more is better. So this client starved herself, and we got on the scale the next week, didn't move. And the client got on the scale again the next week after that, and it didn't move. And then we started to ask the question, how's your exercise? Exercise was spot on. And how's your nutrition? So I was like, how's your energy? So what we found is that she had brought her nutrition calories down to a very, very low level, thinking like, hey, more exercise, more calorie burns, less food, better. Now the challenge with that is your body is very smart. It will self-preserve itself. So her metabolism slowed down and was trying to preserve to stay alive. It's a survival mechanism. So, and then her performance went down in her exercise. So she felt defeated on that weigh-in. So the next week I said, hey, first thing I want you to do, I want you to have a refeed meal. So she went and had a refeed meal of her favorite food because she did so well with her exercise and her nutrition, except for going too low on her calories, because the refeed meal was going to stimulate her metabolism. We bumped those calories up by 2 per day, 200 calories per day. And guess what happened the next week? She dropped 2 pounds. So my recommendation for you is make sure that you have a realistic calorie target for yourself. And if you struggle with that, just reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help you do that. All right. So the third one, how many times have you seen it? The 100 calorie pack, the 100 calorie this, or no sugar, fat free. The problem with these, if you look at the back of it, they're not very nutrient dense, right? So 100 calorie, whatever. You look at the back of it, they're loaded with sugar. All right. So what I want you to do instead is I want you to make some nutrient dense snacks that are about 100 calories that are going to help you out. So you could have like a Greek yogurt with some fruit. And it's got plenty of protein in it. The fruit's got carbohydrates, good energy, help you maintain muscle, energy to perform in the gym, think clearly. Or you could have a couple hard-boiled eggs. I like spicy mustard. So get some healthy snacks that would work a lot better for you. The next one you want to focus on is, the other myth out there is, I eat plenty of healthy foods. And you look through their meal plan, they do eat healthy foods, because healthy foods are going to help me make my fat loss goals, right? But what ends up happening with these healthy foods is at the end of the day, it's calories in versus calories out. So it doesn't matter if you're eating all the healthy foods in the world. Yeah, it's gonna give you some health benefits, nutrients from eating those healthy foods. But the problem is if you're over your calories, you're not gonna hit those weight loss goals. It doesn't matter, okay? So what I want you to focus on instead is focus on those whole foods and make sure that you're taking in quality amounts from there. The other one is I must avoid carbs after 5 p.m. to have fat loss. Again, it goes back to my first point. At the end of the day, it's calories in, calories out. Your body's not going, okay, it's 5 p.m. Brian just ate some carbohydrates. Your body doesn't do that. Your body's gonna say, all right, we're in a calorie deficit, had some carbohydrates, exercise today, we're gonna use that as fuel. Gonna still be in fat loss, okay? So at the end of the day, focus on calories in, calories out. And then if you want more specific targets for protein, carbs, fat, we can help you with that too. So there you have it. And then the last one, the last myth is you don't need help. You don't need any help. The truth of the matter is to reach any of your big goals, you need to have some kind of support. And people think, you know what? I just talked to a lady today about this, like literally 10 minutes before I started this video. And she said she started out with a neighbor, and her neighbor was committed to doing the walk with her. And this lady was already doing great with her steps. She's getting 10,000 steps a day, but she wanted to take it up a level because she was bored. She wanted someone to bounce ideas off. She wanted some motivation and support. Well, guess what happened after the first day? If you answered in the comment section that she stopped going after the first day, you are absolutely correct. That is what happened. So when you're getting social support, to think that's going to hold you accountable, that's not going to work. What you want to do is hire somebody like myself or another coach, and what they're going to do is they're going to give you accountability, because we are living here at a higher standard. We're at the result that you want, and we're going to make sure that you follow through with that program and make sure that you stay engaged. So get yourself a coach, get yourself accountability. All right. So with that being said, like always, give us a like, love, or a share, so that way we can spread this to the rest of individuals out there that have been struggling with the same myths. If you'd like some help making a transformation in your health and fitness goals, down in the top pinned comment below, you'll see a link that'll take you to the scheduling page. Just had a talk with a few people today. They were awesome conversations. We're gonna help them on their fitness journey. They'll book time, you'll be on my calendar, and we'll figure out specifically what your goals are, what your struggles are, what you tried, and we're gonna get you your fitness goals sooner so you don't have to fall for all those other myths. All right, guys, have a great day. It was so great talking to you. Stay blessed.